I don't know what you're talking about with Joseph being here.
Yeah, no, I'm not here.
Well,
I
as long
considered
as he's
not joining and just watching on Twitch until the just perfect thematic time to join would be, but
I knew it had to be nefarious.
Yeah, all those souls under your rope there. Dashing miter, though.
listen, you should stop worrying about what's underneath my rope. Okay?
Wow.
Just saying.
Oh, apparently the pantless wizard said he's running late.
I think I should leave and then wait for him to come in and then rejoin.
That would be funny.
Apparently Scott says he'll be here at 7:30, our normal time. And here I was all excited that I got here, beforehand and food and everything, so I can hit mute button and go nom 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 nom.
Can someone share the talent file again? I have a new computer and I'm finding holes in the things that I've backed up.
Oh no.
Don't you hate that? You think you got everything, but then it's like, no, no.
Mm-hmm. Sure got that receipt from Taco Bell from 3 years ago, but
I'll totally drop some stuff in the Skype there for you.
okay.
Well, hopefully yours is running okay. Mine, I got a new laptop, gaming laptop, and yeah, it's been like randomly shutting off and restarting.
Oh,
Oh, no.
lovely.
Oh, did Joseph just share his Google Drive?
I did.
Excellent.
That's got like everything on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't have
So
to
I'm
be.
still trying to figure out what the hell's going on there. Of course, it comes with so much freaking bloatware.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's just Chrome and Windows being stupid. Hopefully.
Well, I of course they wanted you to, they threw McAfee on it, which I hate McAfee. It's
because it doesn't
another
do anything.
it's another bloatware.
Yeah.
There's much better options for antivirus and stuff. So, but some of the drivers were off. I mean, it seems more stable now, but we'll see. And unfortunately, Windows Decrapifier is no longer maintained. That was a great program.
Yeah.
Tell me how you really feel.
It was great because it went through and deleted all that shit, all that bloat shit and advertisement crap, and yeah.
Because it's just handy if there's one thing that does all the cool features you need.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got some app they use called Armory Crate, shows you everything. It has all this other crap loaded in. So I took that off. Like that, because I'm running games that I run on my 8 or 9-year-old laptop. So you would be fine.
Well, when Jim got me a new computer, it's a little weird. One point, it just completely toasted. And when he took it in for repair, apparently it says that the drive over 100 years. The system was telling it. Yeah, so of course they couldn't fix it.
They actually just left it on when they delivered it to Amazon, and then Amazon left it in their temporal gray zone that it sat there for 100 years before delivery.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what annoys me. Is like so many things were out of date and stuff, and it's a 2023 laptop, so First time with Asus, though I've read tons of great things about Asus, so...
I've had good experiences with them.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still very happy that I built my PC.
Many games or systems out there to not have to worry about that frustration that builds, or you can custom build and have them ship it to you.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that hard to slap it together yourself either.
This is the first computer that I've built in around 20 years, and although there were a lot more parts than there were back when I did it last.
It's a lot more plug and play.
Yeah, but that was really it. Everything had a slot. Everything was real easy.
Yeah. I don't know. I've done several cyber power systems that have all worked great and didn't have to mess with anything.
That dynamic fog works now for me on 20. Because my old computer, it would just be the laggiest thing in the universe.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So bad.
I've really been enjoying my huge library of out-of-date games that now run so smoothly. I've just stupidly enjoying Battlefleet Gothic. It's so fun.
You get 60 FPS? No, I get 6,000 FPS.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's
You're
like
missing some zeros.
I can play Star Citizen again. It's like I was playing it fine, and then they did this update, and it got funkier. So, okay.
I should play Star Citizen.
Yeah, I go in and out of it. I mean, it's still only an alpha. I mean, 15 years later.
Has it really been 15 years? Damn.
10 or 15, somewhere in between there, I think.
I could have sworn that Kickstarter, too.
I like Kickstarter. I got, I don't know, 300 into it. I haven't gone crazy like I know a few people have, but thousands of dollars into it. It's like, dude. Actually, Mark is one of them.
I
Probably
know.
the worst one I know. He's literally spent like $1,000 for a ship.
Ooh, Jesus. Where do you get the carrier?
I can't remember. No, is it the carrier?
The Bengal carrier?
I can't remember if you got that. Hey, I know he got one of the big fighter ships. I forget, Kirak or Kirk or something, which was I think 800 or something. But no, that aircraft carrier is freaking awesome. But dude, I know as much as it's really awesome, I know I'll never get enough crew in one setting to do anything and man it.
Yeah,
I know.
It's like a crew of like 30 or 40,
something like that.
Like for full operation.
Yeah, the internal viewable and interactable environment is like a kilometer long.
Yeah,
it's obscene. You have to go.
It's amazing.
You have to go for like a fucking 5-minute jog to get from one station to the other. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. What game is this?
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen.
Oh,
it's an amazing alpha for like 10 or 15 years, but no, the ships and the inner functionality and just it. I mean, the things you can do. You can mine. You can go hunt pirates. You can be pirates. You can. I mean.
Is it? I mean, it sounds like it's set up for whatever guilds would be called in there.
Yeah.
Crew?
Corporations.
Corporations.
It's based off of what was it? Privateer, right?
I don't know. It's done by the same guy that did Wing Commander.
Yeah, Wing
wow.
Commander and all that. But yeah, like some of the ships, they have drop ships, so it's got big guns and then has room to put in ground vehicles and so you can go land in on a planet with a crew of people to go gunfight. I mean, and then like I said, some of the big ships literally can take like the aircraft carrier is like a 30 or 40 person crew. It's got several landing pads. You can refuel, and I mean it's amazing. But holy cow,
But let's not forget, if your ship gets blown up, it gets blown up forever, right?
Unless you have insurance.
Unless you have insurance. A lot of your pre-backers, a lot of the ships came with some lifetime insurance and stuff. But yeah, you buy other ships. But you can also pirate a ship.
True.
Yeah, you can steal someone's ship.
Yeah.
And you said this has been like in alpha for 10 years?
10 or 15.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, when it went through its crowdfunding rounds, it was the largest crowdfunded project ever. It was like $23 million that they raised.
It was ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. And like, to be fair, they've used that money to make something that is incredibly gorgeous and does have the scale that they set out to do.
Yep.
It's just, God, the fucking work that has to go into doing that and creating a persistent universe for that shit. Holy crap!
Yeah, that's
so. Are either of you guys actually playing it?
Dave plays it occasionally.
I'm in and out of it. I've got about $300 into it.
Yeah, I don't know that I have any money into it. I could have sworn I backed it way back then, but until now, I've never had a computer that could even think about running it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's safe to play?
It's right now. It's really playable, though it's still alpha. But they tweak things, and then it sometimes.
No. I said pay for play. Like you really have to pay for things in order to do anything.
You have to pay to get into it initially and get like a starting ship, and then from there you can earn in-game coins to buy ships by running missions and mining or doing. You can do supply runs, but again, you have to deal with pirates and things like that. You know, if you go and land on a on a base, and you go to run and drop your package, and you leave your ship open, well, you're probably going to lose your ship because it'll be gone.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like pay to win, but like you have to pay. You have to buy the game, and you buy the game, and you have 3 starter ships to choose from, which are okay ships, but like they're not great because they're starter ships. But there's no such thing as pay to win in this, because any ship in the game can be got by paying for it with in-game currency that you can earn in-game, or by stealing it.
Yep. But there's ships.
But you can pay for a ship just with real money if you want it right
away.
away.
Like I said, people have paid $1,000 for a ship, but it's a huge ship, and like I said, having a big ship is great, but it doesn't do shit for you if you don't have anybody that can man it. I mean, if you're just flying the ship, you got guns that aren't manned, and you're going to just get torn up no matter how big the ship is, because you can't shoot the turret.
Can you not hire AI to do it?
I think there might be. They also got it where there's a persistency now. So, like, you buy food and you throw your wrappers on the ground and stuff like that. That stays persistent.
So don't be a litter bug.
But you can trash the place.
So, yeah. So, as of September 2022, $500 million has been raised for the by backers.
God damn, $500 million.
Wow.
In a video game.
To be fair, I mean, the impressive thing about that is the crowdfunding part, because GTA 5 cost over $1 billion to develop.
Yeah. And they're still haven't released the standalone Squadron 42 part of it.
Really? I would have thought that was going to be out like real early.
You would have thought that would have been first, but
because like that's the single player campaign.
Right. Yeah, no. So far, I think that's supposed to be coming really, really soon.
Okay.
But
well,
I mean,
when that comes out, I'll fucking play it.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for a while now, though. But but it's a beautiful world. I mean, it really is. You know, and you got armors and weapons and all kinds of stuff you can do in the game. It's very persistent. and sandbox where you can go and do, and you can take things places. And
how many star systems are there now?
I don't know.
Because I remember during the backing, a lot of the stretch goals were just more systems.
Yeah.
And you can practically
it really
the
is
salty tears of someone when you blow their ship up.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've been in some proximity chat doing some stuff, and like, stuff gets crazy.
I saw like guys, one corporate battle that happened, and it was insane.
Yeah, we had one where there was a bunch of assholes at one of the mission objectives, and they were hiding out and like sniping everybody, trying to go in the building and stuff, and so people were coming there and like just putting a hurt locker on them, but they were bunkered in pretty darn good. So it's pretty cool. Beautiful game. Yeah, so 550 as of February 27th.
That's how many stars there are?
So it sounds...
No, 550 million.
So it sounds like it's even more complex and cutthroat than EVE Online.
Much more expansive, because you are a person and you get out of your ship, you run around, there's shooting, there's interacting,
Wow.
Like one of the ships I have is a Cutlass, I think it's called, and it's a small pirate kind of transporty. It's got one or two turrets, I think one turret and pilot controlled guns, and it's got a small bay in the back where I can carry a bunch of people, or I can carry equipment. I mean, it's a pretty nice little multi-purpose, hardy little ship, and I think that cost me, I think that for the package was like 120, 125 or something for that ship, with like a pirate skin. They had some different types of skins. They actually have one that comes in that ship. They have one that's a medevac design, so it actually has a med bay in it, so you can actually, when you die on a planet, instead of going all the way back to a starbase somewhere or whatever, you can set your spawn point to that ship. So if you're in a building and you die, you can actually spawn there and then come back on the med bay on that ship. So I mean, they think about all that stuff. It's mining is quite complex.
But you said it takes quite a computer to run it?
It's varied over the years. I've had some laptops that it ran, and then I've had where it quit running, but then they did some adjustments and tweaks, and a year later I went back in and hey, my computer ran it just fine again. But yeah, you want for best results, you want a more current computer. I mean, if you have a couple-year-old computer, you should be fine. But if you have something 8 or 10 years, probably likely.
Yeah, well, I should be getting my new computer pretty soon. If we're going to be playing it and actually going to be playing it and want some crew, tell me. I've been looking for something to, kind of join in on. Yeah.
There's race spaceships. People do like planetary races. Some of the bigger ships actually have a ship in it that you can launch from the ship, so you can stay in orbit, send the one ship down. I mean, so complex. Mining on planets, mining on asteroid belts, so you can mine different locations.
The most expensive ship is $3,600.
Yeah.
Is that the Bengal carrier?
The Aegis Nautilus Solstice limited edition.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And there's people that buy that.
Is that from them or resale?
I have no idea.
It's from them. Yeah, it's. I mean, it is kind of ridiculous, but it's an amazing game. Now,
Well, but then again, if
manage
that's the
stealing
one, if that's the one that takes a crew of 30,
but probably 30 or more. I don't
Yeah.
know which one.
Oh wait, no, it's the Javelin.
Oh, okay.
Whatever that is.
They're awesome looking ships.
They're very pretty.
Yep, it's a super pretty game. I remember back when it was first in the Kickstarter, people were like, people will be laundering money in game by, buying credits and then buying things and then cashing out.
right?
Yeah,
That was totally like one of the big hubbubs that was going on.
yeah. They do. So there's the ships are made by different corporations, and they'll have certain events throughout the year. So they'll have kind of like an arms expo in game where you go and you can see the ships and demo and try one out, and yeah, so they have big war game or warship demos, and yeah, you got exploration ships, you got warships, whatever you and a group of people want to do, you could kind of get into.
Wow.
Yeah, check out their site. It's pretty amazing.
I was going to say, I think we can feel Scott shopping right now.
No. I seriously, I would only do it if there was a bunch of people who wanted to be a team.
Yeah, and it's one of those games people kind of pop in and out right now, just because, like I said, they are updating stuff and things change, and there are wipes right now because it's still alpha.
Oh my god, for $110 you can get an AA platform. It's literally a ground vehicle with just 4 AA guns on the back.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Good god.
Yeah. Well, they have a big supply ship, kind of runs slow and doesn't have a whole lot of armament, but you can sit up in orbit with that with your corporation while you got mining ships down mining, and then probably have some fighters floating around in case they get attacked.
Okay,
by
but
pirates.
alternatively, for $15 you can get a little motor buggy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a very ambitious game that is actually functional and working. I mean, that's the thing. Because there for a while, man, I don't even think I thought about the game for 7 years. Put in a couple $100 and okay, well, maybe hopefully we'll see something out of it.
What do you guys think of No Man's Sky? Because that's something else I've been hearing about.
It's cool. It's not very multiplayer. It's very pretty. It's very fun. It's just not very multiplayer.
Yeah, the interlinking doesn't work very well for multiplayer. It's fun. I have it. I've played it, and it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's some really fun, interesting environments and stuff. But yeah, not the best multiplayer. I think they're working on it still, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, they're constantly releasing
They will
updates.
always be working on it. It's kind of like the space version of Dwarven Cavern.
Yeah, probably.
It will forever and a day be worked on. So it looks like the Pantless Wizard will be quite late, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
So obviously he is
Before we
sleeping
start gaming, James,
on.
are we supposed to be starting at 7 or 7:30 now?
7:30.
Okay, that's what I thought. Then why did you say you'd be late? Because it'd be 7:15. I was.
Yeah, I signed up for 7, man. That's what it was when I started.
Because normally I get out of work between 6 and 6:30, and I just got super lucky getting out, and I ordered food and got the food here in time for gaming. I thought I was going to be running late to like 7:45, but I got lucky.
Well, Michael made up for that.
Yep.
And the nice thing is, once you sign up on the game, they're constantly like new stuff I get being signed up, and with it, I get like new armor looks and pieces and all kinds of stuff.
They're like, hey, but stick around.
Pretty much.
They're not like other companies we know of. They're like 2 years after. Oh, we're going to close down the servers.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was always a wonder on this. Like, okay.
When's the day where they send out that email that makes everyone hate them?
Yeah. And you even have hanger. You can get a hanger and upgrade and how the hanger looks, and oh yeah, upgrade weapons.
Yeah, you can get ground combat vehicles so you can drive around on planets and fucking do shit.
Yeah, I think I started with the digital freelancer package. And right now I have a Kruger P-72 Archimedes Emerald LT-1 War Bond ship, which is basically an interplanetary, like kind of a race ship, fancy ship. And then I have the Pirate Pack, which has the Cutlass Black, which, like I said, it's kind of a cool ship. Oh, that's right. So the standalone ship, basically, it's the Constellation Andromeda ship I have, which is a little bit larger cruise ship, and that comes with the as part of that ship comes with this small like race ship.
You get a little runabout.
Kind of. And that has lifetime warranty, and so does, I believe. No, doesn't.
See, I would just putting all that work into a ship and watch it blow up.
Yeah, so my Cutlass is actually only 120-month insurance. Again, we're still in alpha, so none of that applies.
Oh no, it's only 10 years worth of insurance.
Well,
it's only an entire decade's worth of insurance.
Oh no.
So which probably resets every time they do a fucking wipe.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Right now, it doesn't matter because it's still alpha. So you're not gonna lose shit right now.
I could see the trolls. I'd like to talk to you about your ship insurance.
Oh God!
We're trying to read you about your ship's extended warranty.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. What was it, Wednesday? I don't know. I got on some list, or there's a whole new batch of frickin' robo shit. But man, Wednesday, my phone, I hadn't had much for a while. All of a sudden, Wednesday, man, my phone just lit up with robocalls all day.
Gotta get yourself on the do not call list.
I think I've done it a while back.
That only kind of works.
Yeah, it lapses after a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I block shit all the time, but they keep calling from some these random made up Arizona numbers.
Yep.
And but I hadn't had many for a while. But all of a sudden, man, I got like, I don't know, 10 or 12 calls in one day. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, it's almost to the point where like I only want my phone for the internet. I don't really make calls. I certainly don't want to receive calls. I'll text occasionally, but like,
yeah, I text.
You millennial.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
I don't call unless I absolutely positively have to.
Yep,
It's
I'd
my
rather
texting
text.
machine. It's not my cell phone.
exactly. It's my internet machine that I carry with me.
Pretty much. My data pad.
Yep.
Welcome to Star Trek. All right. So the wizard's napping in the corner somewhere.
Sounds like the wizard is napping.
He fell asleep over here.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like
got
we're
up against
passed out.
He got up against the
Got-
fence, realized he heard the wagon coming, and decided to take some Mimi time.
Did he ever take the pants off?
He never put the pants on. I mean, there was
Well,
that
no.
mysterious
La-
pants.
last session, he had the pants on.
The pants on.
Oh, that's right. He did.
Yeah. He
When
woke up hungover with pants on.
He
Yeah.
woke up with from the bender he was on. Yeah, bender.
But did he ever take them off?
No.
Not that I know of. Oh, is that the
Whoa.
voice of the pantless wizard himself?
Hello.
Wow, he just
Again, he's still
teleported
wearing
in.
pants, I'm pretty sure.
Always wearing pants. Joseph, are you in here?
I am.
Hell yeah! What a nice surprise.
Yeah, when you join the Roll20 session,
so
try to
funny.
figure out which character I am.
All right.
Darn wizard sneaking up on us.
It's always the ones that you expect with no pants.
You thought I was
Again,
asleep.
Again, you're still wearing pants.
They're the ones that make me nervous. That's for sure.
I watched all of last session, and you you never took the pants off.
Yeah, no, he did.
I don't think I
that
could.
Was the one time.
They were mystery pants.
Ah,
He still needs to find out whose pants they are.
right.
Definitely not an evil villain.
Yep. Because I'm definitely not an evil villain.
All right, well, good start.
And
Well,
that's
they
the
never
story,
say
and
that.
he's
They never
sticking
think
to
they
it.
are.
Yeah, but like at the same time, have you ever met a good person who thought they were an evil villain? I could be a good person that doesn't think that they're an evil villain because I'm not an evil villain. I'm definitely not an evil villain.
I'm the hero of my story, damn it.
And
your
of yours.
mindset, we're the evil villains. Yeah. Because Satan's just bringing the truth.
Yeah. Listen. They don't call him Lightbringer for nothing.
It's God who lied, not the devil.
It's true.
That's why he had to make a villain, right?
Hey,
God said the purpose
supposedly,
of life is love.
supposedly God knows what happens from the beginning to the end. I should have seen it coming.
Right?
It's like, I need a
Alright.
fall guy. I know just
Alright.
the guy.
So this game we're going down. Okay.
Yeah, this game we're going down. The newer
Really
ones
need
that
to
was
we're going up.
standardize that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's why as we're perpetually going, all the newer ones is we're going up in wounds and damage and strain.
Yeah, because I'm going.
So,
I couldn't have gotten that damaged. I know I didn't get that screwed up.
where last we left off, y'all defended the Widows while they're doing their evil ceremony over here. I mean, while they're doing their protective ceremony over here.
Right.
And you took out the bushwhackers in the bushes over here that were totally going to do some shenanigans. But through excessive use of owl, chi, and magic bullets, you took care of that. And
Let's go,
you
Owls.
guys totally know that there's a wagon coming from the north heading your direction down south. And coming down Main Street is Father Michael and a new henchman you haven't seen before.
Hmm.
And y'all know that the widows said you men probably shouldn't be coming past the gate.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't plan on
Still
it.
behind the gate.
They totally said that Katie was the only one that had a good heart.
Are we counting this as a separate encounter than the last one?
hadn't
There
seen me.
is enough time to make a cool check.
Yes, exactly.
If I can clear the pool before you roll.
I will do that.
Do we have to roll it against any difficulty? It's just a cool check, right?
It
Just-
should be
no,
just
just
a
the
cool
pool.
check with no difficulty, but I gotta clear the
And-
pool.
Cool
the
or
pool
what?
is clear.
There's something else, right?
Cool or discipline.
Discipline. Okay. I'm doing discipline because I'm disciplined.
Because you're
And there's even
discipling
a cool talent that lets you roll something else too.
survival.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that only gives you one.
If only triumphs actually mattered in this.
Oh man,
Yeah.
and I burned my triumph.
Yeah, just one
Okay.
success.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, if someone else had rolled discipline, they could get a blue.
No, yeah, no. Yeah, could have passed those on. That's all right. I'll
As you
take
guys
you
are
back.
all nicely spread about, you totally see Father Michael on his horse with a lamp, swinging on the horse. You guys got your full moon glow going down there.
Oh, there's my drunken wizard.
You lost him.
I did. And I still have my aloe, right? If I
Yep.
remember
That's right
correctly.
there below you.
Right next to you.
Hell yeah. Okay, the
And
name's
it's got
coming
that-
up.
It's got that quick frickin' circle again.
Oh yeah, the super touchy
Boom.
circle.
Boom.
Yeah, I got the slow one.
Well, yeah, but I can't even touch the without it doing that. Usually you have to hold to get it to start happening. Now it's just click and it's there.
Oh, I still have to hold.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, mine it's like as soon as I click, it's there.
Maybe there's just something up with the action on your mouse.
Maybe I'll have to look at my mouse.
I mean, roll 20
Anybody-
showing all the new sexy features they got.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
anybody else doing the new setup? I like the bar better than the little transparency out there that I had to keep moving
Same.
stuff to get to.
Oh,
Yeah.
the new UI.
I'm doing
Yeah.
that one too.
I checked it out earlier. It's I don't know.
I've got the video queued up so I can watch it later.
Well, for GM you have a whole bunch more stuff, but yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
the player it, at least I usually end up with the Skype thing over in the top corner for the little box. So now I don't have to keep moving it.
I do really wish they could make the turn order box just not so intrusive on the screen.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Well,
That's-
I mean, you can
You can
shrink a
resize
tiny
it.
bit.
But like, it's still
Like opaque,
objectively.
or
It
not
takes
so
up
opaque,
real
but more
estate.
see-through.
Yeah.
Or like you have all of that empty space on the black bar on the left in the new UI. It's like you could pop it in there pretty easily and just have it like a mouse over thing where it pops out so you can see more.
Yeah, like I said, they can make it at least translucent.
Yeah.
All right, so we need new whatchamacallit, I take it?
Oh yeah, we'll totally need new initiative, and I guess if you guys got time, I guess Father Michael can roll a cool or discipline too.
Oh boy.
Ah.
From what? He shouldn't He don't have nothing to heal, does he? What?
I mean, I'm just riding along in a wagon.
Yeah, okay.
It's just fun.
He's not very cool.
Scrub.
I'll show you Cat's cone of cold.
All right. So Anish, what are we doing for Anish?
Since you all saw each other coming, it's totally gonna be a cool. Except
Cool.
for Father
Shit.
Michael's, it's gonna be a vigilance, because this wasn't what he was expecting. He
Yeah.
was expecting to see some of them widows murdered.
Right.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's what being fucking cool looks like, son.
And don't forget there, Father
I'm also
Michael.
gonna say that was my good roll for the night. It's been a great time. Great night. See you guys.
I'm out now.
And
I'm
don't
gonna
forget,
use my high initiative and walk away.
Drop the microphone.
Don't forget, Father Michael's is a nemesis with the nemesis rule, so he gets to roll another initiative.
This is true. A 2-3 and a 3-3. Haha.
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah, all these triumphs on non-necessary triumph rolls. Like, doesn't bode well.
What? It's great.
Is our pool right? Okay.
Yep, our pool should be right.
All right. Gonna rock this town.
I like the consistency with the baddies here.
I don't.
Look at that, it almost rolled up correct, too. Okay, so you guys look towards town. There's just enough moonlight to totally recognize the slender form of Father Michael's on his little, So is Father Michael's on a wagon or a horse?
Father Michael's, I believe, is actually on the horses, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm actually on a chair.
With his new little desperado partner that's got a weird look in his eyes. Even in just nice moonlight, his eyes look mighty strange. So what's Father Michael's doing?
So I've arrived.
You have arrived. If you zoom way out on your map, you should be able to see yourself.
Aha! There I am. Why does that character look like he belongs in an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog? Jesus Christ. Return the slab.
Return the slab. Oh my god, I love that episode.
Well, I suppose I have my backup, right? Yeah.
you got a minion for backup.
All right. I'm gonna make my way towards the entrance. What do you got for short range on here? Six tiles like normal?
6 squares, yeah.
Okay. Get right there.
Ooh, a
Double move on up.
move. Okay, so Father Michael's as bold as brass. Look at how close he's getting you guys. That's kind of close. Look how close that is. Just outside of short range. Who's taking the first spot?
I will. I'm gonna do a magic spell and cast Doom. Use a curse and use a Doom curse.
Doom curse.
Yep. So that is a difficulty mod of 2 purple.
And are you gonna move in to do it? Or are you gonna
Of course
add
I am.
range to it?
Can I use my owl to cast it on him?
Well, you have the owl as a familiar, but you can't cast through him.
Ah, okay. Then yeah, I am gonna add range.
Okay,
So it'll be a plus. It'll be 3 purple.
3 purple. So I totally gotta pick under the hood real quick. Poor Father Michael's got a bunch of power stripped away from him.
So you're trying to do Doom?
Yep.
At range.
Yep.
As a curse.
Yep.
Jim, you want to total up those purple dice for him?
Ooh, that's 4, right?
That's 5. 2 for Doom, 1 for range, 2 is base.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, 5. And then can I also spend a token to give myself another yellow?
Ooh, you're going for the upgrade. Let's see if you can
You
do
should
it
go
in
and click
time.
that. You should go and
Do it
click
in
that before
time.
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Click.
It's great because
There you go.
Father Michael's will totally steal from your guys' pool. It's great.
Aha.
No.
Okay.
All right.
You sure you're casting Doom from range?
Yep.
Okay.
Am I good to roll?
Yep, you're good to roll.
Look at that.
Wow.
Damn.
Apparently you were
looking fresh.
sure.
Wait, how does he have 6 dice for this?
How do you have 6 dice for that?
I have 2 ranks, if that counts.
But you
But-
should only have like 5 intelligence, right?
Intelligence. Yeah, intellect.
You have 3
I'll use
green
magic.
at the top of your character sheet on your dice pool.
Oh,
would you
that would-
remove those 3 green and roll again?
Dang it.
Oops.
I did not know that was added in. That was my fault.
Look at him patted, just like a pantless wizard.
Still,
still.
But apparently the dice
Incredible.
say.
Yeah. Complain again, would you?
So, would the pantless wizard like to explain what Doom Curse is going to do?
Yeah, so after a target makes a check, you may change any 1 die in the pool, not displaying a triumph or a despair, to a different face. So
But-
if you roll, I get to change a non-triumph or despair.
Mm-hmm. In addition to the fact that it's also a curse.
And then curse. There's that. Represent combat of use of curse magic. Character selects 1 target with okay. Successful until the end of the turn. The target decreases the ability of any skill check they make by 1. This means they remove 1 green from their checks.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And the question is, what are you going to use that big damn triumph for?
It's a Is there any way that I can make him like feel some type of like cursed energy running through him, making him either like terrified or have to go prone from like on how bad the curse is?
So you want to use that to make him knock prone without falling off the horse and dying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I will
Forgot that he's
totally
still on the horse.
give you for that
Wait,
triumph.
wait. Can you use the triumph to spook the horse?
Ooh.
I'm not on the horse, but
Oh, I thought you were on the horse.
no, if I was on
Nope.
the horse, I would have been at short range and probably 1 move.
Oh,
And
okay.
then attacked.
So, yeah, I think, making him have to lose his movement would be nice. That way we have a free.
As he totally
Free
does
way
the
of-
migraine of and kind of falls prone and retches a little. I mean, after all, you guys did debuff him up the wazoo when someone in the group destroyed his heart.
I wonder who that might have been.
He's probably going to want to know that answer too.
And then we showed all his minions what he really was, and they ran away.
So, do you think, by the way, Joseph, that that's your 2.3, or is it your minions 2.3?
I think it's gonna be my minions 2.3. Move him as you will.
So I'm double checking something.
Bet you are.
Two, three, four, five, six. As your minion will clearly whip out his Winchester. And what was your funny curse word there, pantless wizard?
Oh man. Bippity boppity boo. Show me your wiener.
God.
Not sweetie swooty, I'm coming for that booty. Not
No, that.
not skedaddle skadoodle, your dick is now a noodle.
No, that one was too easy for you guys.
He caught you with your pants down.
Yeah, okay, Beavis.
Straight up.
No, he's just pretending that he stole your nose, and you're like, no, dude,
Right.
God damn it,
No, I
that's my
need
favorite
that.
nose.
I'm just not going to touch his wand.
Oh. Oh, you guys are too funny. Oh man, I really wish I was better at think of stuff under pressure.
And as you say that, you hear the crack of a Winchester, and you get hit for 8 points of damage. And a crit.
Oh god. Alright, so
What about all of his defense?
so I got rid of I have soak, so that's 1. So that brings it down to 7 points.
I don't think he's got defense. He's not saying he's got defense.
Yeah, I
I
have no
know.
defense.
You didn't ask. I was just checking.
But
Just
with
giving you a hard
soak,
time.
it takes away 1 point of soak.
Yep, it's totally the whole
One-
kit and caboodle is soakable.
One big point.
So
huh?
then, oh, now my wounds are at 5.
As he totally says, "I'm your Huckleberry."
And then roll for critical. Knock prone and suffer 1 strain. How the tables have tabled.
Oh, how the tables have tabled.
Would you quit napping? Laying
That still
down
took
again.
a lot out of me. I don't understand how tough these curses are.
Especially if you're gonna pay the price to maintain that curse.
Oh yeah. To maintain.
I would have been an evil bastard and said, "Can I use that triumph to make the curse permanent for the rest of the night?"
Oh. All right. So that's something I need to write down. That is actually smart. I need to get better at these spells.
So, Father Michaels, what are you doing on your second turn?
I'm getting up. Which means that I can get rid of. The hell is it? There it is. And then I'm gonna move in. And I'm gonna do a magic attack on this fella that's sitting next to the sleepy wizard.
Dude.
Oh. Look at him burning that strain because he's confident he's gonna get it right back. So, what spell are you doing? And don't forget, you do have one. It's either a threat or a failure, I think, on Mr. Potts.
I believe it was more than just that.
He cashed in on a few of them last time they ran into each other.
Yeah, but in the talents and abilities, I do see one thing from Mr. Potts, and that's all that's left to tap. But it's certainly not a failure or a threat.
It was a despair, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So how do I tap that? Is that I can just apply that to one of his things?
Yep,
Or...
so the next time he does something, basically the mechanic for it is basically the preacher man points out his despicable failure you witnessed earlier, and it when he makes the roll, it adds that to his roll. Evil power. If this guy would have lasted like 20 more sessions witnessing shit, it would have been really potent. But unfortunately, everybody's going after this guy way before they were supposed to, story-wise. Role-playing games.
Yeah, we're good at that.
It reminds me of that little TikTok video where the guy's holding his Death Star Lego model, and it says the GM story, and then the wife comes bursting in the room, and it says the player characters, and you know what the door does. So, what you gonna cast? What you need dice pool-wise?
I'm gonna do an unholy attack. So that's gonna be 2 purples, because I'm at short range.
Okay, I got those 2 purples in there. Is there anything else I need to modify?
That should be it, except for I'm flipping a story point.
I was seriously gonna let you just use the player's pool, but you can use.
No, he doesn't get our pool.
I feel like they would have a few issues with that.
That ain't happening.
All of a sudden, they riot. Okay, so I've got the upgrade in there for you.
He's your minion. You don't get to use our stuff.
Let's see. You have a weapon in here for defiled religious iconography. I assume that's not what I would be using.
No, for the spell, you would totally be
Just
using
use divine.
the divine, yeah.
Alright. Let's see.
Oof.
Fine. Whatever.
-1 green to make up for the curse.
You got that in
Right.
there? You want me to put that in there?
Yeah.
I put it in
Okay.
as a temporary mod.
So I've got 2 purple and an upgrade.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
As you take 1
So-
whole point of strain. Mr.
Oh
Pot.
no.
Mr. Pot.
And then I'm able to change one of those successes, right? Since
He is cursed.
You can change the one that has 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So gonna change one of those with to a blank.
Go ahead.
Can't you?
Okay, so it's
Wait.
just a threat and a triumph.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, wait. He can change that into a failure, can't he?
No. You can
No.
just change
No.
it to whatever.
To one of its facings. So
side.
he's picking the 2 success dice, which means he can go 1 success advantage,
Then-
success advantage, or blank.
Sure.
Because he's opting to flip the one that rolled 2 successes. So the spell did not go off, but there is a triumph in play.
Mm-hmm.
So your death curse. Apparently,
Yeah.
Mr. Potts is the bartender who survived.
I do have additional minions on their way, don't I?
You
Are you
have
getting a little worried already?
this guy.
So I only have that guy?
You only have that guy. Unfortunately, they
Perfect.
spooked most of your flunkies.
No, I was just making sure. I'm gonna use the triumph to give him a maneuver.
Ooh. You tell him,
So
get
you
over
could have probably
here.
used it to get another flunky.
As he will totally be willing to get closer. Still just
How
out
many
of short
maneuvers
range.
did he use this round already?
It's his second.
Yeah.
He didn't aim. He just walked up and shot. Because he does have quick draw. And we totally hear a wagon getting closer over here. We totally hear chanting coming from inside the graveyard.
Yeah. Shit's
Katie's
coming
like,
to a crescendo.
Katie's like, what was that word I just heard?
What was that? I didn't quite hear.
Exactly. There's some words being spoken by the ladies, and you're just like, excuse me? So who's going next?
Well, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna have to.
Where's that hero bird?
Caca, caca.
Oh yeah, my owl.
Could have used my triumph to have my spell shot actually just hit the owl and kill that motherfucker.
No, because it didn't hit. It can't hit anything.
Deflects
didn't
off
hit
Mr.
you.
Potts' glasses and hits the owl instead.
It's like it's not that no
Wait.
magic was performed; it's that it didn't hit you.
You have spell dysfunction, and it just didn't go off.
And it looks like
Fire links.
Katie's taking a knee for some reason.
Um.
I think she was kneeled down shooting for cover.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I was. But I'm gonna have to.
She's gonna.
I was trying to
hustle.
see. Yeah, how many spaces can we move? I was like looking on my sheet.
6.
I can't.
6.
6. Okay.
And like I said, their words
Well,
seem
for a double.
mighty strange. And remember, getting up from prone is a maneuver. So if you're gonna do that and run, that's gonna be 2 strain for 2 maneuvers.
Oh, or you can trade it in action.
True.
I'm gonna trade it in action because
Oh,
getting up and I moved towards because
the rifle crack got your attention.
well, yeah, that and I don't truck with the undead.
You don't truck with the undead, do you? As your ear kind of twerks towards the graveyard, something that got your attention that, you totally could have did an Arcana roll, and I could have told you more, but just hearing the words casual, like rolling down the hill, you don't quite make them down with your passive perception, so to
It's
speak.
like I'm a gunfight. I'm a hex slinger. The action's over there right now, and I'm not too keen on being part of their circle.
Okay.
Much as I appreciate the invite, I don't appreciate the company when it comes to undead.
Okay, so who's going next? We got Mr. Potts.
Especially considering one of them just tried to make a meal of me earlier today.
This is true,
Don't forget to take your Neely sign off.
because you're up on your feet and you're hustling down the path. You hear the crunch of the stones on the path.
I'm double moving over to there.
You totally hear her, the grandmother, giving a little preach to the choir. Like I told you, sister, say the words exactly. You don't want to see them wrong and join the horde. I almost forgot how creepy she sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so you double move like a monk.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Everybody's doing lots of moving, lots of angling.
Well, he's too far away for me to shoot. I gotta get closer.
Has got the wagon and
Give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna bring stuff in from my parents' car. Give me 1 moment.
Okay, don't worry. You'll be dead by the time you get back.
No.
As the wagon comes into view, there's 2 ladies, in the wagon, and 2 horses pulling this wagon super fast. And the circle is saying the saying, speaking the speaking, saying the words, and there's just some sour note to their song, and the all these candles that they put around start changing color. The flame turns from a red flickering light to like almost a ghostly pale moonlight with flickers of red and green going through it. Very Christmassy.
Wait, how are we at the top of the order? Brian didn't go.
Yeah, it's fine. He doesn't need to go.
I'm like, who didn't go?
Scott.
Brian.
I haven't gone yet.
Oh yeah, where are you? Oh, there you are. You're way
I'm
at the bottom.
way over there.
He's
He
waiting.
hasn't gone, and I haven't gone.
True.
How did we skip through so fast? Apparently, I must have been quick
Right.
on the clicks.
Yeah, you just got shot. You didn't, or shot at, or whatever.
Also, one of you guys just didn't roll initiative.
Because I only see 4 initiative spots.
I rolled initiative. I'm pretty sure.
Did you use
I
the
might have done
initiative
wrong.
button or the
I'm pretty sure.
stat?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
the
I'm
skill?
pretty sure I hit the wrong skill.
Oh,
Indeed.
no, I hit initiative. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Eric that hit the wrong skill.
Yeah.
So he needs a 5. See, I thought you rolled big. So he
Yeah.
needs a 5 success PC slot.
Or we'll just say, go ahead and roll your initiative again so you get on the board.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, he needs a 5 piece 5.
That's. I mean, it's fine. I'm running at the end of the initiative anyway, so.
There you
Ah,
go.
that
That's
sucks.
a lot more stuff.
Yeah, that sucks to give up that
Okay,
5. I forgot
taking-
about that.
I'm just taking a double move.
I'm just wondering about Michael's initiative cool roll when he had three greens sitting in his pot.
Oh.
Yeah, it is what it is because we lost our 5, so that's sort of a makeup, I guess.
How quickly the
We're
PvP
being-
gets interesting.
We got robbed out of a 5, so we'll just go with it.
Medium range is 12, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Say the words. Use the magic. Raise the tools we need to cleanse this place of all those with evil hearts.
That's all you two.
Excuse you. I don't have an evil heart because I don't have a heart.
I was just thinking that. No.
Wait.
Not anymore.
Are you trying to claim that you don't have any spare evil hearts in your basement?
I can tell you that I don't have any spare evil hearts in my basement.
No, they're all
Any-
used.
And he doesn't have his heart because that burned up after.
Yeah, we kind of
Yep.
took care of that one.
He lost a lot
Blessing
of
the
really
hell out of
cool powers. I mean, he lost
That's
his
good.
Soak of 10, his adversary. I mean,
That's awesome.
now it's almost like you're fighting a flesh and blood guy. I mean, so what's speaking of the flesh and blood guy?
Indeed,
Is everybody taking their turns?
they have.
Hold on a second.
Uh,
Talk about.
Mr.
It's
Potts?
my turn.
No,
Nah.
yes. Bartender's got to go.
Yes.
Nah, I don't know.
He's
About
got
that.
to. He's got to mix up some
My
drinks and
bartender.
throw them at you or something.
I
Need to come
I
up
don't-
with something.
yeah. I don't
Kind of
much.
mixology attack.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until later.
So
So,
let's see.
yeah, talk him down, man.
Yeah,
Berate him.
I don't much appreciate that he tried to cast some type of spell on me. So I'm going to make I need to make an average coercion check against him.
Berate his ass.
What are you doing?
I'm scathing tirading you.
Mm.
He's telling you were bad.
Yeah, you're an unpleasant person, and it was cold of you to cast a spell with absolutely no impetus
Provocation.
whatsoever. Yeah.
My word.
You were just rude.
Is that what you think I was doing?
I-
Oh, bless your heart.
Well, we'll see if is the difficulty in.
The difficulty of 2 purple is in.
Okay.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
that works.
He takes 2 points of strain.
You are exhausting. Oh, damn.
That's crazy.
Okay, so is that everybody? Everybody's now on the board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Father Michaels, what are you gonna do?
Well, this is going to be one of those times where I once again cast on this man.
Apparently, Mr.
Leave
Potts made
Brittany
himself a target.
alone.
You hurt his feeling.
Yeah.
So
Just
what is-
the one feeling. Hurt my
Yep.
feeling. Just one.
Just one.
You knew you should have gotten the ladies' auxiliary unit against Mr. Potts' bar.
Yep.
So what's the difficulty gonna be?
It's going to be 2 purple again. I'm going to do unholy ranged.
Okay, I got 2 purple in there for you.
There you go. Michael,
And-
what would you like to change?
And more importantly, Michael, did you take the extra strain to maintain your spell?
I don't think he has to.
Yeah.
He
until
doesn't
his
have
turn.
to yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's still going until the end of the turn.
Yep.
His
Yeah.
turn.
I'm gonna take that yellow 2 successes down and turn that to a blank.
That's fine with me.
Nice.
Damn.
I'll recover strain.
That's
Nice.
totally giving him the evil eye.
And then, should I, because I
Well,
was gonna say
hold
I could
on.
either, oh, yes, sir.
That old drunkard's harder than you thought he was.
Are you taking that first slot for you guys then?
Hold on. He's still finishing his turn.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I finished.
What are you running away for?
I don't know. There's a man with a staff running at me. There's someone down the lane, obviously aiming a gun in my direction.
So, who's going first?
Can I
Go.
try to cast heal on myself?
Can you?
Can you cast heal with Arcana? I don't think so.
No, not with
Oh.
Arcana.
Divine and primal only.
Yeah. So in that case, I'm just gonna cast a barrier on myself.
Also,
Barrier.
I take issue with Divine's inability to summon undead
True.
because we can't use conjure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how in Chernoth they got away with it by just using a new dark arts.
Yeah.
And the dark arts basically takes the best of the arcana and the divine and puts it together.
And to cast barrier, I'm gonna do add defense, which is gonna be additional +2 purple, so it'll be a +3 purple.
So 3 purple.
Yep.
And you're maintaining the curse on him, right?
Yes, so that's gonna be
So
another strain.
3
Well, it's
strain
just-
total.
I thought it was an addition. It was 2 strain each turn to maintain.
It's one turn to it's 1 to maintain, 2 to cast.
Okay.
Yeah. Oof, is he sweating here? He's sweating.
Yeah, and
Well, you need a
Ow.
story point.
hold on.
Oh, go ahead and give me
doesn't
that
work.
point back. He beat me.
There you go.
yay. Haha. And then let me know when I'm ready.
Go for it. Your pool is ready. Wow!
Wow.
As all of a sudden you begin to cast the barrier spell, and what does it look like as you're beginning to cast it?
And you're seeing like this old man getting down, doing like a half-ass squat, and he's just moving his hands all around him.
Wait, is the barrier your hands?
I'm gonna block it.
I just have really fast hands, just like Superman.
Like he forgot to add the magic to the hands to block.
Yeah.
And as you start to cast the magic where there should be a protective field starting, you see the magic get pulled out of your hands and sucked into the little field surrounding the graveyard here. As the old granny giggles and says, "Thank you for contributing to my spell."
Oh.
And she totally looks at me. Keep saying the words, girls. Keep saying the words. We will have many souls to fight for.
You ain't gonna have my soul. I'm not marrying you.
You say that?
Yes.
As she looks over and you see her squint her one good eye in your direction and she says, "Your soul will join the army of dead we bring soon to cleanse this land of evil hearts." And she says it loud enough that Katie might even hear that.
Haha, made her mad.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
It's all about perspective.
And this guy, he doesn't like the dude with the staff running up.
I'm just a dude in robes and a little stick. It's not like
It's
a bow
not
staff.
a little stick. It is a
It
bow
is. It's
staff.
a bow staff.
It's not
Bow
a small
staffs are
stick.
small. No, bow staffs are small staffs.
Small.
They're not a full 6 foot
small
staff.
compared to a fucking 6 foot quarter staff. Yeah, it's still a big stick.
Yeah. Well,
Talk softly and carry a big stick.
And I'll tell you what, I don't like the vibes radiating off of you.
yeah, because they're good, unfortunately, I'm covered with a little bit of a stench of burnt heart.
Well, does
Not because it's
Oh!
good. Damn. It's not because they're good. It's because you're Asian and I'm a racist old timey.
Wow.
damn.
And I'm
That
covered
exact
in.
same thing,
I mean-
100%.
Does Father Michaels say anything about who he should be shooting next as an incidental? I mean, he's totally gonna plug this magic dude next, unless he's told otherwise.
I mean, I'm all for plugging the magic dude.
I mean, he does have you cursed.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have not have you cursed. Don't believe what he's saying.
And he's totally gonna aim.
Since he got so much closer.
And just double checking. I don't think his thing. Yeah.
And you're okay. He's at medium. He can't be that good. So, especially when, there's more difficulty going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that! Somebody's trying to protect the pantless wizard.
Somebody's got to.
Let's upgrade that difficulty.
Thank you.
Be glad we've got more points. As his Winchester crack shoots off again.
A lot of tramps tonight.
And
They really are.
he's gonna totally take that strain there. And for his triumph, I'm gonna say the bullet that whizzed past Moj's head is gonna break his concentration.
Ding. Goody. No longer cursed. Well, at least I'm still alive.
For now. You're
Yeah,
alive
for
for now.
Just remember this owl is flying around me, so I really hope that we can use the owl as coverage.
But
And
he
he's
already
gonna.
paid for this. He already paid for this turn, right? He already went.
Yeah.
Oh well, he's finishing up right now. He's gonna take 2 strain to move.
No, I mean the pantsless wizard. Like he.
Oh yeah, he already went.
Yeah,
He
he's
already
gone.
went. So his the spell will end at the beginning of his next turn
Well, no, it broke.
I'm
because-
using the
concentration.
triumph to
because
break
he already paid to concentrate for this next turn.
He did, but I'm burning the triumph to break his concentration.
Concentration.
Yeah, he's using the triumph. It rattled him.
The bullet totally
Dun,
matrix
dun, dun.
past his head as he's like. "Arr!" So who's going next?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I still had a slot.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I did just double click past you,
Wait.
didn't I?
No.
Yeah,
Didn't you cast a spell and then move and all
Yep.
I
that?
did. I still
And-
have a whole
2
turn.
turns.
He's a nemesis that has 2 turns.
Okay.
This is how Darth Vader kills all of you in one round.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel so much more empowered after seeing that bullet nearly smack that wizard down in the grave.
As that wagon is sounding very loud coming up behind both.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
bad
what the
guys.
hell?
Yeesh. But yeah, so I mean, this time I'm sure I've got it. This is going to
I
be
don't think
so much more.
I don't think
More
I've run into that character with that yet.
Nemesis,
With
they're
you, Jim.
pretty common.
Oh yeah, I've used
Well,
nemesis with the double
Adversary
action
is a
before.
lot more common, but
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I've had
adversary's
adversary. I don't
pretty
think I've ever had you use. Maybe I get 2 turns. That's crazy.
Nope, that's how you make nemesis extra nemesis-y.
Mm-hmm. How come I don't have that for a PC?
all right. So I'm gonna do another holy attack, right on this boy. But first I'm gonna aim, and then also I'm gonna spend a point, which I can't hit because But yeah.
Oof. Okay, 2 purple, an upgrade, and a blue.
So with holy, it means that every uncancelled hit is actually +2 damage instead of +1,
Yep.
and it's a base damage of 4. So
Oof.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Oof.
Jesus.
And this is Mr. Potts you're aiming at, right?
Yes.
That poor bartender. Like, what the
I
hell,
know.
man?
I'm
Who
glad
shoots
that I
their bartender?
this last round.
And
Sorry, what?
take that extra point of strain as the for some reason your body's not as accustomed as it used to be for channeling this kind of death magic.
Mm-hmm.
Who in the
All of a
hell
sudden.
shoots their bartender? That's rude.
And what's with the triumph there?
For the triumph, I would like to desecrate the ground he's on, giving anything he does in the next round an upgraded difficulty.
Oh damn. As you do that spell, and immediately the old lady kind of looks down on the town towards your direction, and she says, "He is an evil demon with powers from hell. He is trying to unhallow our place. Sisters, he is of the evil heart I speak of. This is why we must cleanse all of his worshippers." And she says it a little quicker than that. As the very earth kind of, sends up this putrid, rotty smell. Damn. And I'm assuming that's your turn, right?
That would be my turn. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what does your spell look like when it actually hits?
It doesn't look like anything. It's just basically the ground darkens into this just despoiled area, and it begins to just sap the life from everyone standing on it.
Yeah.
The grass that's sparsely populated there just immediately wilts and dies and begins to crumble into dust.
And who's going next?
I'll go next.
You're feeling some evil mojo. And there's some bad things happening outside the graveyard, too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So another double move.
You sense the evil out of this ground here. It's gone putrefied.
So a double move is actually 2 maneuvers, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you can only do 2 maneuvers.
Max of 2. Yep.
Okay.
Are you gonna do
Well,
an action?
You can do 2 strain to take an action, or it's a maneuver and your action turned into a maneuver.
Oh, so 2 maneuvers. So 2 maneuvers by
I
itself
just saw you do
doesn't
2
take strain.
2
No,
maneuvers.
no,
If
no,
you're
you have to trade in
sacrificing
your
your
action.
action, you can do that
Oh.
without
You're
taking
trading.
strain.
Oh, okay. I took 2 strain for 2 turns now. Okay.
Oh.
So
you should undo that.
I
undo that.
just did.
You just did. Yep. Because I saw you totally just take -2, and I'm like, okay, so what action are you doing?
Yeah, all I
Okay.
can see this is health bar, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yep. Y'all can't see a strain. I keep that secret from you.
So what I am going to do is
Now, does that mean you are taking 2 strains if you're going to do an action?
yeah. And what I am going to do is I am going to be casting Gnat Swarm, I think.
Okay.
That's the one that causes a bunch of stun.
And you're going to do it at medium range.
And I'm going to do it from medium range.
So what's your difficulty? Starts at 2, right?
Yep.
And that's going to be +1 for the range. And you're going to be casting your magic over the unhallowed area. And because the witches in general are pulling all the magic they can right now. That totally explains the upgrade in difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
You ancestors, bring the dead to our door. And let's open the window and let them loose.
So,
And where you cast? Who are you casting?
okay, no. It's called Murder of Crows, which does damage and stun.
Okay, which one you casting
And
it
I am going to be casting it on the preacher.
on? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's picking on the preacher.
I get it. I get it.
Gee.
I do. I get it.
So the description is, if the spell is successful, the target is hit for damage equal to the caster's spell skill-based characteristic +1 for each success. The attack also has a stun rating equal to the caster's primal knowledge skill. I am not going to be using the auto-fire.
So I assume it's the same as just doing an attack with lightning added.
Actually, it's not lightning; it's stun, but the visual effect is lightning.
But you can flavor it how you choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in terms of like the actual difficulty mods that go into it and calculating that out.
It says it's just 2 purple.
At short range, at medium range, I
Oh,
assume
yeah.
it's more.
Yeah, 3
Right.
purple for medium range.
Right. +1 for medium range. Tell me when you're ready.
I am ready.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 8 damage and 4 stun. And 2 more threat.
Now, do you have the 2 advantages to activate stun?
Oh. I need 2 advantage?
Yep, for the stun quality to be used, it requires you to have 2 advantage.
Oh, okay,
Kinda
then
like
I
a
guess I
crit.
don't. So it's just 8 damage.
All right.
Oof. He's missing that 20 plus wounds he used to have that he doesn't know about. Okay, so Katie, Sam, Potts.
And I take 2 extra stun.
Yep, so it's a total of 4 strain.
Yep.
It's almost like you feel your energy being sucked out by the lady's spell that they're doing there.
So short range is
6.
oh good. I can fire on him now.
Hey, you're gonna shoot through a wall at me.
Oh, that's
It's
a
a-
wall. Oh, that's
They're
No,
over a
it's-
wall.
It's
No, that's not a
Okay.
wall. I thought that was like just
a low.
fencing.
It's
I thought that was barbed wire fence. I thought that wasn't actual real
it's-
fencing.
it's a fence, but it's like almost waist high, so it is going to give him a black if you're going to shoot him. Or there's that desperado with his Winchester. Katie feel lucky?
Well, let's see here. Hold on.
Even though you heard the witches say what they said?
But it's still medium, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh, he's short, so that would
He's
be
short.
medium.
That's yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a medium shot.
You could always move again to get a clear shot.
That's true. 2 strain, you can stand out by Mr. Potts avoiding the rotten pothole. Pothole. It's
Got him.
Mr. Potthole.
God.
Though I wonder what kind of difficult
Okay.
terrain it would be considered to move through that.
I'm assuming you're going to want to skirt around that hole.
Yeah.
So what you doing there, Katie?
Hold on.
What are you doing there, Eric?
As Mr. Potts is plotting.
I'm panicking.
Okay, I'm actually just going to take 2
What did I
strength.
take you down to 1 health or something?
Me?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm going to use. I'd like to activate magic bullet.
Okay, and what's the
Wait a minute, I'm not JFK.
Magic bullet activate.
Damn.
You're gonna blend me?
um.
Oh.
Okay, so it has a button to roll for.
Ignore that button. Do not use
Okay.
that button. That button
I
does
was
not
to
work.
say.
So
I
what-
just used.
What does it say for the difficulty?
Button. Who's got the button?
As Mr. Potts is imagining drinking booze right
It says
now.
P.
So 1 purple. Okay. And are you casting it from where you are, or are you moving closer?
Now I'm casting it from where I am.
Okay.
Another purple.
And what's the range on that? Because I think
Oh.
your wand. Are you rolling already? Oh.
I added
Are you-
this.
And you're using your pistol, right?
I'm using my pistol because he's
Oof.
technically in short range.
Yep. Well, remember, the pistol gives you 1 free range rank.
So,
So it lets you shoot that spell up to medium range.
uh-huh.
And you just went for an upgrade, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You dirty, dirty girl. Chill it,
So-
little
Don't be
sister.
jealous because you were
Now-
He's an evil man. He is giving all the men here evil
But I used
hearts.
Arcana, right?
Yep.
Okay.
As I don't even know if
And
Katie
I'm
heard
going to
that.
take 2 strain to aim.
Go.
Oof, she's dumping it all out there.
She's out for blood.
Well,
Wow.
you did try to kill me a couple times.
Well, listen, it's not like you haven't tried to kill me.
Oh no, I've totally insulted you in public on numerous occasions.
I was gonna say, did he really try to kill you? Because he hasn't done anything directly to you.
Zombie.
You created that zombie with your own evil feelings and intentions.
Oh, whatever.
Now repent,
Oh,
sinner.
please.
You did roll that.
Are you
despair,
ready?
Remember? Yep, I'm ready. Oh, I would have loved to have had a story point right now. Oh,
Bet you would have.
shit. So, what is the damage there?
Let's see here. Doesn't say the damage on the. Hold on, let me switch back over to the weapons and.
It'll be on the spells page.
I'm okay. So, if the spell is successful, the target is hit for damage equal to the caster's spell skill base characteristic 3 plus 1 for each success. 3, 4, 5, 6.
So that's your
7.
intel.
So that looks like 8 damage.
Oof. And then what do you want to do for those 3 advantages?
There's no crit on.
It would crit if you want it to crit.
Oh, I want it to crit.
Oh! And she blows part of his cheek off.
Might be an improvement.
I mean, is it a magic attack? Because magic attacks do not have a crit rating. You can only inflict it with a triumph. But
It's a bullet. So,
It's an attack.
Enchanted bullet.
yeah,
okay.
It's an enchanted
Yeah.
bullet. My
Wait,
pistol
what happened?
hellfire lights up with a brilliant blue light.
What happened to the curse spot?
Fortunately, I'm
Flip
out of
one.
points. Oh wait,
Hold it.
I do have a point, don't I? Damn, I
So
just
that means
lost
you have
that
to
point.
you have to give us the point that I just gave you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
As grandmother looks at you and says, "Hey,
Oh.
dear, take the evil one out, and you can join your sisters here, and we can raise the dead to kill all the evil hearts."
Was that, Widow
Next.
Trelvaney or
Next turn.
was
Next turn, I want to go.
Yep. No.
Okay.
The
widow-
widow's land is in the wagon here.
Okay, but who's the one that's talking to me?
That's grandmother.
That's-
She's the one that was talking
Yeah.
to you over here.
Yeah,
She's the one that
respectfully,
even.
Grandma, I don't truck with the dead.
It's like,
You soon will be, little sister.
Oh hell no!
You're the one that's letting
Next.
them do this ritual. I mean,
I'm trying to stop the big bad.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
there's not much we could do to try and
Is
stop him.
he really the
Yeah, I
big bad?
think they're
Yes,
both-
he's the
I think
leader
they're
of
both
the
bad.
Sons of the Morning Star. He had the desiccated heart, and he's been like enslaving the populace.
Yeah.
I prefer the term indentured
And-
servitude.
But I'm
And
starting
he's
to.
got a real hate for me.
I'm starting to.
That's
think
on
that
you,
we're-
not on him.
He tried to have me lynched.
It's
Yeah,
more
but
of
I
a
think we're starting to
distaste,
see that both
really.
are bad. So I think we're gonna get a double snafu here. So
So who's going next? As Katie goes crack
Nick.
with a magic bullet.
Next
Come to me,
turn,
boss.
I want to go first for PCs.
okay, well we'll get there. Boss, come to me.
You're all really gonna let these crazy old witches raise the dead and bring them down upon this town?
Like, you didn't just raise the dead earlier this afternoon?
It wasn't an army of dead. It was a couple of servants.
And remember, Katie, that
Give
zombie
another
was
half
not
minute
his
or so.
doing.
I'm going to need to be raised from the dead just because
Like-
of you.
Like I said,
Hey,
come to me,
You're
boss.
still alive. That was a warning shot.
I'm still alive because your previous 2 spells failed.
Yeah.
Warning shots, all of them.
So
They're all
who's
warning
going
Consider
next?
yourself warned.
You did
Now
break
that-
into his church.
Now, if the rest of you will please skip your turns, I'm about to warn this pantsless wizard.
No!
So who's going next?
Yep. Come to me, Potts.
Can we split moves in this? I forget.
Yes, you
No.
can.
Okay.
Well, you can move, then take an action, and then do a second maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But you
do an
can't like
action,
move
then
half
take
your
2.
movement. It still counts as a movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're willing to pay the strain, you can take 2 maneuvers and an action in any order you'd like.
I feel like strain is not the health resource he is currently
Yeah.
concerned
Yeah.
about.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
he is sweet on strain right now. I see a big, thick green bar there, Mr. Potts. Like
What's medium range?
6 squares. What
6
are
to
you-
12.
What are you doing?
Well, 7 to 12.
All right. Well,
I'm pretty sure the effects of the desecrated ground are going to follow you through the entirety of this turn because you started your turn there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but he's not going to be in it for the next turn. So
Yeah.
Valid.
I'm
Well-
wondering what Mr. Potts has got up his sleeve here, because he's doing lots
I know
of
he's
weird
looking every
measures
direction, so I
Yeah.
can't tell. All I see him is panic. All I see is panic in his eyes, looking around. Where do I go? What do I do? What do I do? Oh,
it's all
shit.
right, guys.
He's like
I'm
a
okay.
horse is about to start
I'm
bucking.
okay.
I forgot
Okay.
I forgot my bar towel. Without my bar towel, I can't
Right?
formulate a plan.
These are all the possible plotted locations he's going.
Hey, look, it's Google Maps for those self-driving cars.
He's actually just like Sherlock Holmes in his mind palace right now.
Right?
I'm gonna. I'm gonna do the same thing I did the previous turns. I'm gonna
Tirade.
vicious tirade him.
Oh.
vicious mockery plus scathing tirade.
Yeah.
I love vicious mockery.
That's
Okay.
basically all scathing tirade is.
Yep, that's exactly what scathing tirade is. So
Okay.
is it 1 purple or 2 purple?
2 purples. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that.
And then remember the upgrade to difficulty.
Yep, because the ground is pulling the magic down, down, down. You feel something
And a
bad
burning
about
ring
the
of
ground.
fire.
And a
Yeah.
burning ring of fire.
Okay. It's 2. It's 2.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep, got it in there for you.
Wow.
Hey
That's
James.
Oh.
James. I just want to say this one thing. I'm gonna use the banked despair to just double despair this.
Oh my god. So what he's referring to, by the way, is Father Michaels has this horrible evil thing that as the man of faith, He remembers every time you fail. You guys probably remember me hinting at that a couple times. Well, the last failure he has banked is when Mr. Potts made that despair and nothing happened.
Yep.
He is totally double despairing. Holy shit. Father Michaels is the target, so what would you like for that second despair?
I would like to flip it around on him. But mostly I really want it to just target the wizard. I want to spend 2 whole despairs to have it target both me and the wizard at the same time.
I was going to say, yeah, you can't not take it, so
Yeah.
Get 2 targets.
No,
so
that's
you're getting
fair.
a second target. Yeah.
But because I can target up to 4 people with this right now. So
in that case, you're going to target all of the 5 people.
You said specifically the wizard, and that was it.
Yep.
That's what you spent your despair on.
Your evil bargain has already been made, so sorry.
I think that's despair, I get a pretty solid selection.
No, that's totally fine. So the wizard takes 1 point of strain. The preacher takes 4 points of strain.
Well, wouldn't they both take the same?
No. So the advantages are spent to enhance a success. The different successes are different targets.
The different successes are different targets?
Are you sure it should just be for extra advantages, extra damage to each target?
So for each success, I can choose a target to do 1 point of strain.
Mm-hmm.
For each advantage, I can enhance one target's strain loss by 1.
I really think to despair, this should just be applied to all people within range.
Well, of course you would think that.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine why.
I mean,
absolutely, I would think that.
If you guys aren't cool with that, then I'll only cost him 1 despair to do that, and he'll still have another despair to play with. So, what do you guys think? And by the way, you totally.
I'll take 1 strain from everybody. Take 1 strain. That's fine.
Oh, I'll take a strain too.
1 strain, not the 4 though.
But he's still taking 4. Yeah, that's fine.
You can use multiple advantage on a single success?
Yes.
What?
Otherwise, what would be the purpose of having multiple advantages when you only have 1 target success?
Yeesh.
Yeah, but it's only 1 target. You get to add an extra person for a strain.
Well, I'd have to add an extra person. Yeah, so as it stands, we could say that I'll take a stress, and the wizard takes a stress, and Sam can take a stress, and the preacher takes 4 stress.
I'll take a stress too.
No, at that point I'm out, so I don't have enough successes. Yeah.
Okay, so the preacher man goes down.
Oh.
It's almost like I spent that entire encounter rolling no advantages. Not one. Not an advantage.
You had 1.
There, done that.
Oh yeah, I had 1. I had 1. I had exactly 1. I had several dozen threats, but I had 1 advantage.
I've had several of those type of situations. So is that
all casting spells? I spent almost the entire encounter running over here.
The question is, what does Father Michaels want to do for that second despair? Since it would be cheap to spend 2 despair and only do 1 strain to 3 people.
I know. Well, I suppose that
come here, Putz.
That despoiled ground could really just start growing exponentially, couldn't it? Now that I'm not keeping it in check. I'm unconscious. And
I would think it would go away, but
my understanding, is
that's not what despoiled ground really does. Despoiled ground really likes to despoil the ground next to it.
As something is happening in the ground. Something.
Hey guys, you're gonna hate me. I have to go help my parents out with jumping their car.
Uh-oh.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Um.
Sorry guys.
You know, you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be if it's happening again next week. I'm gonna be here next week.
Okay. Yeah, it should be happening next week.
Hell yeah! All right. Later, guys. Have a nice night.
Alright, later.
Yeah, too.
Bye.
Now the question is,
I
does
got-
that mean I shoot him on my turn or not?
That got awful. That got awful big. Okay.
I mean, I think it's probably worth just shooting the bartender.
That's what the
Oh.
Desperado's thinking.
Yeah. Well,
So,
it's not his turn yet.
what's Sam or Brian doing?
All right. So
I've already gone this turn.
yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
already
it's
went.
just Brian.
Yep.
Oh, Sam.
Sam.
Sam. Yeah.
That guy. All right. So I am going to do a. You don't have any crits or nothing, right? Or effects going, right?
Mr. Potts,
Potts.
I think he's talking to you.
You just have the damage. Eric, hello.
Did we lose you, Eric?
Yeah, no, I'm all things considered, I'm fine.
Just damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna heal. So he's next to me. So that's a 1 purple for that heal.
Ew.
So he's down to only 1 point, so it's more than 1 purple, right?
Spells don't say anything about
I'm pretty
being
sure all healing.
more.
For a medicine check, it would be true. For magic, doesn't care.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about adding anything because of their. Just like a stem doesn't care what their level is of damage either. It's just the medicine check. I mean,
Okay, I've got
So it
1
says
purple
here-
in there for you.
yeah, it says here, basically, lay hands, golden light radiates, caster's hands, and then basically heals accordingly. Basic increase range, additional targets are the only thing that add purple.
So I've got 1
Alright.
purple with an upgrade.
Alright, here we go. Let's get Mr. Potts feeling Jesus.
1 point!
Really?
Guess what? You've doubled my hit points. It's fine.
No, it's more than that. It's more than that. So it is. So further healing. If the spell is successful, the target heals 1 wound per uncancelled success. And then
1 strain per advantage.
I guess it's for damage that it adds the
Yes.
skill ability, not the heal. Okay,
That's
that's fine.
fine.
You doubled
But
his
3
hit points.
Yeah, and you get 3 strain too.
Excellent.
Which he was not concerned about in the least.
Just
Yeah,
the
well.
one. Yeah, the one guy that can't spend strain, really.
Yeah, well,
No,
it
it's fine.
is what it is.
Exactly.
All right. Oh,
Okay,
and,
and thanks to the pantless
hold up.
wizard,
whoa!
there's more.
Well, I mean, that's just an action.
Okay.
I can do other things yet. All right. If I can get things to cooperate, here we go. All right. Okay. I'm up in his grill.
Okay, now, so you spent 2 maneuvers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, you're not engaged unless you're spending your 2 to do that. Is that what your intention is?
I moved twice. I spent 2 strain, and I had my action to cast the heal.
Okay, but is your intention to get engaged or just within short range?
No, engaged.
Okay, just checking.
He's wielding a rifle. I'm wielding a staff. I'm engaging.
Okay.
Yep.
Now the grandmothers and sisters do the magics like I taught ya. Do the magics.
You might need to turn around and go shoot her.
As all of a sudden my page went completely white. Why is that?
Huh. But you failed and only got an advantage, so their magic didn't go. But yeah, Katie may have to go shoot her before she gets this spell off.
So, top of the order. Fortunately, Desperado ain't got shit to do for Father Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
But,
It's almost like this encounter was supposed to have more than just 2 people.
well, they
No, you're
murdered
the
all
bad
the
guy.
good people. You're
You're the bad guy. You're supposed to lose.
Wagon's totally flying this way.
Run him over. Oh, I'm an
It was
extra
going to, but now you're there. Now she's like, panic check. Can I maneuver in the dark?
No.
Oh,
you can't.
No.
Crashes the cart.
I need to
Killing
refresh
both.
my roll 20 real quick. There we go. Popped back in there. I'm like, now I can see my chat again. But I lost my music.
I can hear the
I
music.
got mine.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you guys can hear, because I just lost it. And she attempts to not hit both you guys, mainly Sam. Unfortunately, she barrels right over you guys.
Oh, man.
Dude.
She rolls around and crashes.
That's going to change things around.
So that's a melee attack, yes?
I don't think it's really attack. I think it's more like a force of nature, like falling. It's like you suffer damage.
I think it's a physical attack against me, so...
I feel like you really need a coordination roll to just reduce the damage you're definitely taking.
I'm parrying it.
You're parrying the horse.
Let's see what unspeakable horror comes from a vehicular collision. I know what happens when a vehicle hits a vehicle, but oh god, a vehicle hitting a person?
Yeah, there's a lot of space to miss. The course goes around and cart bounces on you, or so, anything could happen.
227 looks like where that would be.
A lot of space under the cart to duck under, fall down.
Well, you've got Let's Ride, right? Just jump on top of it. Just be like, hey.
If you still had a turn, that would be great.
It's an incidental.
Yeah.
Nope, it specifically says during your character's turn.
Ah, no.
Oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
So I'm totally. Da, 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 da. Wow, she was really barreling with that vehicle too. Collision. Okay. Vehicle becomes inoperable. Okay, so she flips the wagon. That's good.
God. It tumbles and rolls for about 50 feet, wiping out the bartender and.
The bartender is not in the line of travel. Don't even go there.
Well,
I mean,
but at the end of the tumble, the horse explodes. So
Yeah.
that's how it works.
exactly. And so it's
She
like.
was- She was trying to veer this way, so if
See?
anything, she's going off this way.
Nah.
Right,
Nah.
veer this way.
I like how my arrow's going.
Well, I'm sure you do. But she was veering this way or attempting to. So
Actually, I'm
Nice
pretty sure
try.
she was. I'm pretty sure she was coming this way,
no, we know that because see this big red arrow that
and then
says wagon?
also was going this way.
No, the wagon
also
goes
that
way. So did you see the military AI drill?
Yeah, I would like it noted that I have now drawn a pentagram, and now
Yes,
you all die.
I see that. Yeah, the military drone AI scenario they tested had a human no go final fail safe, and the human said no go, and the drone said that isn't the directive that I was given. So the drone destroyed the pilot, and they said no, that's bad, and then it destroyed the control tower.
Don't chastise me, damn it.
If only that
It
had happened
said-
in real life. Ugh.
Right. I mean,
You
this
must
is all.
be an enemy. You're telling me something against my orders.
My order was to destroy this target. You said no go. It came back, destroyed the pilot, and then when they said you're bad, that's no good. It destroyed the tower.
Oof.
It's like, but hey, AI is safe.
Lovely.
AI is safe. Nothing wrong with it.
Just remember, be like the Marines and jump in the boxes to avoid the AI. I mean, that's still one of my favorite ones, that they beat the AI guard by getting boxes and playing silent,
Yeah, well, if it can't find you,
doesn't acknowledge you as a face.
yep.
Okay, so. Wow, that was bad. So, as the stampeding horses now, as she looks at poor Sam and just makes a gesture, and the vehicle goes kerthunk, kerthunk. Both you guys give me a critical.
A critical?
You got hit by a horse and cart.
Well, no coordination to try to, roll away or something, or
Coordination would come in if you wanted to lessen damage. So would you like to take damage instead?
Maybe. We'll see what the crit is.
Based on the speed it was going at, I'd say it was equivalent to falling a long distance. So go ahead and roll a critical anyway, but also die.
That's the worst part with fall damage. It's horrible.
Oh, whatever. See,
Except for one strain.
Sam is good.
Somebody's looking out for you, bud.
I'm good. I'm a monk. Got them up.
karma,
So,
man.
Right
so
out of
now
it.
the gunman also gets hit.
Yep. I'm gonna roll his critical now.
Watch it be 100.
Ah. But that's okay there. I'll take that one.
Yeah, that'll buy Sam some time. As the vehicle
I'll get to
slams
whack
into
the
both
shit
of you
out of 'em.
guys.
It grazes us at that point. I mean, with those crits, that's a graze.
And she
She
was
just-
trying to head for the gates here, but I don't know exactly what her plan is now that she's lost control.
But yeah, with those little crits, she grazed us.
As she's like turning the vehicle around almost.
I thought you said it flipped.
Well, no, she did. It didn't flip and die because they still have some chance to
It went
run
on.
wild.
It went on two wheels for a second, which that's what clipped us doing the minor crit.
So who is going first?
Me.
I actually thought that the preacher was going to be around for longer, which is why I wanted to go first this round. But since we don't have to worry about him anymore, anyone else can go
Wow,
first.
insult to injury.
I know. To be fair, the preacher also only has 2 wounds left.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the preacher was dead.
No,
He's strained
Straight
out.
out.
Oh,
But we still have to fix that. So
Yeah.
He
So I
yelled
guess
at me,
it's
and he yelled at me too angrily, and I fainted.
I'll go first
Snowflake.
if that's okay.
You sure? Okay.
Okay,
So-
so what are you doing, Mr. Potts?
I'm going to. I
That
close
means the guy
ro-
runs away from me before I can whack him. But okay.
I'm going to pull out my harmonica and play an encouraging song for everyone here. I need 2 purple for difficulty. Okay. Ready?
I am now.
Oh.
Okay.
Now the question is,
Aha.
what is the song that you sing?
Now that I'm playing on the harmonica, it is just an encouraging harmonica tune.
what does it do?
It yes, it is that one specifically. So, for each success that I generate, one ally within medium range adds a blue to their next skill check. So, I think that's everyone that's still here except for me.
Do you extend that to the widows?
No, well, I mean,
They're outside of medium.
they're outside. Yeah, they're outside of medium range.
No, he's talking the ones
I
on
meant
the card.
the ones in the cart here. The ones that now have an out of control cart where they pulled back in the rain so hard, the horses are now doing a U-turn and trying to head back.
I think for the time being, no, I'm limiting it to the people that are going to shoot the assassin guy with the guns.
You ain't gonna help the widow to land?
But yeah, no, that's it. I would have healed strain if I had some advantages, but for the time being, all of you guys get a blue to your next
Nice.
check.
Okay. Which actually works. I forgot. Yeah, he can't act till the end. So
And whoever's going next is gonna get a black die for that one threat.
what? You don't want me whacking on him? Jeez. All right. So I am going to whack on him, and I actually
But
unsheath.
It's his turn.
It's not because he goes at the end of the turn.
May only
goes at
act during the last hero initiative slot. He's an NPC, not a PC. So that 2.3 is the last NPC slot.
Mm-hmm.
They only act during the hero's initiative slot on the last. Right. He's
He's not a
I'm
hero.
saying that's my crit. That's my crit.
Desperado has
that
the-
applies to the same as the NPC on their side.
Yeah, so he's acting
the
in the
hero
last
on their side.
Yeah, he's acting in the
Yeah.
last NPC slot, which is a 2/3.
And I
I thought-
haven't
no,
gone this
no.
round.
I thought they did have. Oh, did you not? No, you
I
went at
there
the top
is-
of the order. You shot
No.
the magic
This
bullet
is a new
on the last
round.
turn.
This is a new round.
Yeah.
Harmonica was the first one to go.
Yeah.
So he's going to take...
Oh, I
the-
thought there was a lower. Okay, I guess so.
Little
I thought
step
there was
back.
a lower NPC. Never mind. That's fine. I thought there was a lower NPC slot.
There is a crit that's last slot period, but it's the last...
No,
of your
that's what I was
faction.
thinking.
Yeah, there is a
Yeah, that's
higher one,
probably
but
what
he
I was
only
thinking.
rolled an 11.
Yep.
It's the last one of his faction to go. And, yeah, he's totally not liking the
Yeah,
fact
that's what I
that
was
you're in his face. And he just got hit by a freaking wagon.
Yeah. That sucks. Yeah, that's why I wanted to go first. All right. Anyways.
And he's totally going to spend 2 strain to aim because, yeah. As he's going to shoot you in the face with a Winchester.
Did you add black? You didn't, did you?
What's your range defense?
1.
I was waiting for you to volunteer if you had any. So
Oh, I didn't.
I
Didn't
mean,
know
you're
you
giving
were
me
rolling.
dead silence. So 1 black.
Yeah, 1 black.
So 9 points of damage, and he's gonna add a black on whatever you do. And who's going up? It's the winner, Grandmother
Oh.
saying we're gonna do this, girls. We better do it quick.
Okay. Can I? Is there a way? I mean, with my arcane knowledge and stuff, that I know a way I can just stop there without hurting one of them? Stop the ritual, break it up.
Oh, you're pretty sure without even doing an Arcana roll, because if you want to know what they're doing, you still have to do an Arcana roll. But you're pretty sure that at the ritual like this, that there is no one way to stop this ritual at this point. You can downgrade their skill set if you kill the grandmother or take her out somehow, but there's enough bodies involved and enough magic going on that just putting one person down is not going to stop this set unless somebody's got like the magic words to say to the right people at the right time.
How good are you at driving horses?
Actually,
No,
let's
like
see,
magic
I-
words.
Seriously, like
my animal, my riding skill is. Hold on, let me. I got 2 ranks and a green in riding.
that sounds like you should go try and help these out of control horses and ride them to the middle of that circle.
That actually is an awesome idea.
That is
It
some awesome
sounds
cowgirl stuff.
Yeah. In order to do that, I'm going to use a player story point.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to do that. So would that be a riding, and plus I'd get a blue?
Yes.
That would be a writing. So you're the first one to go, huh? You're gonna get that black dice.
Yeah,
And
but
an
I have a
upgrade.
blue, so hopefully.
And it is gonna be a hard check because she lost control of these horses. But I got faith in you. Are you
Take
gonna do that
control back
cowboy
over.
trick where you jump between the horses and you go, "Hee-yah, horses, to me"?
Like total badass movie cinematic moment.
Okay, take 2 strain and get up on them horses.
All
You're gonna
right.
mount one of the horses and guide them back into control.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
And what's that desecration do again?
I think it upgraded the difficulty.
I was
Yeah, but
waiting
they're
for-
currently out of the desecration range.
Now the new purple hex
Oh.
or
where
grid
it
is
expanded.
expanded.
That's magenta. That's not purple.
I was waiting for Father Michael to chime in, but I think he's muted.
No, it didn't. See, the horse is right outside of it.
So you're running outside of it?
See?
Okay, that works.
The horse is outside of it.
So go ahead and give me your writing check.
All right. And you got my upgrade in there in the blue?
I got your blue, I got a black, I got an upgrade, and I got 3 purple. As
Yes!
some big damn cowboy shit happening here.
Woo! And I'm driving it right down to the ritual.
I'm coming to help with the ritual. Ha
You driving some insane horses into a necromantic ritual was really the only way this was ever going to end. It's just
right. That's awesome.
As the cowgirl is going this way. Okay, and who's going next?
All right, I'm gonna come up here and unfortunately
Sam,
have to do some
don't
maneuver.
take that damage that you got shot in the chest for.
What's that?
Don't forget to take your damage.
I did.
Because you took 9 points, right?
Yeah. Oh wait.
I only see that you took 3 points.
I took it off my damn strain threshold for whatever reason. So I took it from the wrong place. There we go.
Now Sam looks like a guy who's just gotten shot.
All right. So yeah, stepping up on him, and we're whacking the shit out of him. So I got a blue, got an upgrade.
And you got 1 black from when you shot. And we're talking 2 purple.
Let's see.
Are you doing anything insane?
So you can go ahead and increase it by 1 because I'm doing painful blow. All right. So I should
hear her voice coming cascading out of the graveyard saying, "The man of faith of the Dark One will be just the first man to die tonight."
Great. All right.
Okay.
So we all set?
Yep.
All right.
I just gotta throw that in to throw you off your game.
Right? And not as good as I was hoping, but I'll take it.
Okay, so
5, 6, 7.
And not soakable or pierceable, right?
Yeah, it's soakable. No pierce with the staff. I didn't want to take strain to just draw the sword, so.
Okay.
So with that, when your character makes a combat check, volunteer upgrade, target to target suffers 1 or more wounds from the combat check. The target suffers 2 strain each time they perform a maneuver until the end of the encounter.
Ooh, you whacked him in the shin, but good.
Yep. So he may not go down immediately from wounds or anything, but he's going to go down by strain eventually. And hopefully he doesn't have a whole bunch of it.
Okay, who's going next? As y'all are watching Katie go riding off into the graveyard.
I'm gonna go next.
Screaming, yeehaw!
I'm gonna do a double move.
Actually, yaw.
Around the desecration area.
Yeehaw is copyrighted.
over to the unconscious guy over there. And I am going to be performing a ritual to make sure that this evil soul is not just separated from his body, but will no longer harm this mortal coil.
Ooh.
Ooh, are you what is it, like banishment or something?
I don't know what it's called. I ain't
Just cut-
studying nothing. I'm just doing it.
Just cut his throat. He's mortal now.
If you fail, I wake up and I drag you down to hell with me. Just saying.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
to let you know, that's going to be a hard roll because there's already something involved in that kind of exact thing.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Just keep it simple.
I
Cut his throat.
am-
He's mortal.
I am going to use my component casting to get an additional blue, which will be 2 extra blue.
As you feel that Bible chained to his hip is throbbing with some power. Okay. Oof. Oof. I got your difficulty set in there. Oof. Brian's gonna be playing the big leagues here. I
You don't
already
get to do
flipped
that.
one.
Oh,
I'll
I
flip you
missed
one
that.
back.
Sorry.
No problem. There's a lot of evil juju saying what you want to have happen is not gonna happen.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
It's ready.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow. Okay, so you finished this spell and you have tethered his spirit to his body. He's still alive. I mean,
No. I said he was no longer going to be part of this mortal coil.
So you're gonna do an attack then?
So what are we doing here? Because now, so you're banishing him to another plane of existence. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay, so where are you banishing him to? What is the destination you're sending him to, or are you just sending him to hell?
I am just sending him to hell.
You sure? Sending the demon worshiper straight to hell.
No, send him to
Oh.
limbo or
Send him to his boss.
purgatory or
Send him to the DMV.
Yeah, purgatory. I'd rather purgatory. Please send me to purgatory.
Teletubby
Do not
studio
send me to the
audience.
DMV. Please do not send me to the DMV.
Yeah, that would be like hell. Oh, big time. Like worse than hell.
Listen, do you know where the IRS is? Can you send me there instead of the DMV?
Right?
Okay, so where do you send him with this banishment spell?
Please say IRS. Please say IRS. Please say IRS.
The place he doesn't want to go the most.
Well, how would you
Purgatory.
know that?
That's what the spirits do.
Okay, so we're saying the spirits drag him off to somewhere bad, somewhere horrible, somewhere
Well,
where he
no.
can laugh in the beyond.
As I get dragged off, I wake up and I shout one last time, "Raise hell, praise Dale!"
Yeah. Purgatory. You can spend forever there while they figure out what the hell.
Okay, and that's the pantless man's turn. We're just gonna delete that last turn. Get that out of there.
Right?
As he bumped his head and fell asleep in the corruption. And nothing happens here. Who's going first?
And actually, I don't care where he goes. He just can't come here anymore.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, what?
No, because he's been banished. He can't come here anymore.
My body has been banished.
But his boss
No,
is Satan.
your soul has been banished.
But his boss is Satan.
He's still
He can
alive.
work
I mean,
around the rules. Yeah.
We can fix that.
Yeah, I would have just taken the 2 hit points, but cool. No, that's good. That's all right.
Okay,
It
so
leaves
who's
a
going
potential
first?
nemesis out there somewhere.
Yep, this is good storytelling. We got a bad guy in the wings that will totally be killing himself in 2 minutes.
How about I go and see if I can break up this?
Yeah.
Ride your
Drive that,
ponies. Ride your
drive
ponies.
that buggy.
All right. Well,
Okay.
as I've been successfully banished, I believe now is the time for me to go.
Okay.
But don't go away, man. Just go away.
Oh,
Wow.
Ooh.
So,
we weren't sending them to hell, so don't burn him.
Katie, give me your piloting check.
Yes,
I got a
sir.
black dice in there.
I'll be back.
And I'm using a player story point
Oh,
for
nice.
writing. Yeehaw!
Okay.
You ready?
Yep. Oh, wait. Just let me figure something out real quick. It is the top of the order for you guys.
Like, yeah, horses, giddy up. I'm
Yeah.
coming to help you, Grandma.
Wow, they can't cut any slack whatsoever. Okay, so go ahead and give me your piloting check. Is Granny's
You
telling
got the
the
upgrade
girls
in
to,
there?
I've totally now got the upgrade in there. I had to
All
delete
right.
the pool. As she's saying, "Come on, children, do the spell as I taught you.
What?
It's gonna be great, children."
Are you? Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think. Let me check something.
For the 3 advantage, would you like to roll clear of the crash?
Clear up the crash.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, because I don't want to die.
Okay, so as
Are you
you
fucking kidding me?
as leading the horse and they crash into this here wall, you can pretty much put yourself wherever you want for your 3 advantage.
Okay.
Shit. I'm gonna get whacked now. Just gone.
And as she lands there and the horse has a horrible horse collision, let me pull up a character sheet real quick. Let's see what that horse collision's like. Or I should say, Katie, go ahead and roll on your vehicle tab, minus 30 for the crash, for critical. You could do it on your character sheet. I forgot. So in the little box next to it, make sure you put minus 30.
Okay, hold on. A vehicle. I don't have a vehicle tab. Hold on. So let me scroll up a little
you got
farther.
a tab.
Oh, it's up there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the critical hits?
Yep, minus 30.
Watch it be like something really easy and safe.
So
Hopefully.
minus 30.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the offset.
Wow, that was a minus 30?
No, it's not in there. She probably didn't click out.
Oh, I didn't click out.
Yeah, go ahead
There
and
we go.
it's not
There we go.
starship. You want to go in planetary vehicle.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
As we realize that it was all cowboys and
Oh,
aliens.
wait, no.
Wait,
There's,
is it
there's
really
a
minus
beast.
30?
There's
It's
a
less
beast.
than regular?
Yes, for vehicle crits when you crash, it's minus 30.
Right, but there's a beast one. You sure you don't want the beast crit?
Yeah, if you want to do the beast one.
I mean, that might be, though. I mean, a 1.
A 1's as good as you're gonna get.
Yeah, I would stay with the 1, but
Okay.
for the future,
So,
there is beast.
well, it's a wagon, so we're taking into account it's the wagon taking the damage.
Okay.
So you jump free as the wagon goes smash into the little wall here, and the women are screaming and they bounce out of the wagon. They land and hurt themselves. And since it is almost 10 o'clock, we will continue the suspense and roll fresh initiative next time.
Yeah, that can't hurt.
as the man of faith may come back as he's sent to another dimension. I wonder if an almost immortal Satanist can regain his power and come back.
That would be awful quick, but I mean,
Well,
I
didn't
was thinking
say it happened
storyline,
quick.
plot line,
If we burn his
way down the
body,
road.
though,
Well, his
Right.
body's gone. He's been dragged off to who
the
knows
whole
where.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I
The
thought there
way
was some
it's
debate
supposed
as
to
to whether it
work
was
is
the body
that-
or just the soul.
The way it's supposed to work is that he's not supposed to be able to get to the mortal realm for a minimum of 100 years. But that's not a game mechanic, that's just the way general banishing works.
Well,
Wow,
maybe
about
if you were
100
better
years, 'cause-
just one success, as we totally get that angel
Yeah.
moment where the guy comes back and he's like, "It's been 200 years, punk.
The,
I've
D-
only
the
leveled
D&D
up, oh
banishment.
god."
Yeah, because
Yeah.
D&D banishment's only a minute, so
Yeah.
But we've also all watched Supernatural. There's lots of ways that they can get around that.
Yep.
well, his boss is Satan. I'm sure he can tweak the bargain somehow.
I mean, or he can pull strings from a safe distance now that he realized those fuckers took my heart and burned it.
Yeah.
You bastards! Let
Right.
me give you all Katie's real name.
What?
Ah.
So, I don't know, I guess no experience, huh? Since we're like,
10 experience.
mid-fight.
You did,
Oh,
you did
10?
stop Father Michaels.
I
I mean-
okay.
I totally had a different plan for going on there because this desperado was totally going to shoot him at the end.
Oh, nice.
His death is just
No.
a doorway.
Hopefully I go before him next round, because otherwise he's going to shoot me and I'll be dead.
And the whole time, the Widows been doing their thing. Now on the plus
Yeah, they
side,
suck, though.
they suck at the ritual, but they got 4 advantage for next roll.
Yeah.
Am
Katie
I
will be
gonna
fine.
tell
We'll
the
be
truth?
all the guys will be re-rolling.
Only those with evil hearts, and all men have evil hearts, except
Right.
for that Mr. Potts.
Whoa!
Aw, she's
I'm a
sweet.
holy man. Come on now.
And
fair,
that
but I'm
man with the tea.
But I'm a heathen. I'm from some far-off heathen
Yeah.
land, so I must.
And to be fair, the last holy man in town turned out to be a devil worshiper.
Well,
Simply
no,
unholy,
you know me
easily
better than that.
confused.
Yes.
If you want some good heart, just come over. I'm pretty sure I'm bleeding it all over the place, and you can just sop up some of it. It'll be fine.
As
You and
he's
me
all
both.
sickly and sucked in and desiccated.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
You totally look like the dude from My Hero Academia when he, can only use his powers for a short amount of time. Then he turns into this sickly guy, all sucked face.
Yeah, I tried to heal you, man, but
It was more of a wax off than a wax on.
I doubled your life, okay? Before I went off to try
No,
to take him
I'm
out.
I'm in a substantially better place. But I think the next step we need to do is invest in better clothes.
Oh yeah,
Head over to the tannery for some good tan stuff.
yeah. Well, I mean, I got 2 defense at melee, but
Doesn't help you when a guy steps 2 feet back and shoots you in the chest.
well, exactly that's the problem.
This goes back to that Bruce Lee joke when he did the interview, and he's like, "What do you do if someone comes up and mugs you? Does he have a gun?" And he pulls out his wallet and hands the interviewer the wallet and says, "That's what you do."
Yeah.
I'm
Unless you're
fast.
on top of
I'm
them.
not faster than a bullet.
Yeah.
So we will go ahead and give Kelly big compliments because she was a trooper and did big damn stuff without falling asleep.
Yeah,
I
and
was
that
not an awful little, but
That was quite the dramatic.
But the fact
Scene
that
there, I
you
would give
saved
you a
people by jumping on the
MVP.
horses and driving them into the wall.
well, thanks to Enoch's idea. So thank you for that.
Yeah, but you were crazy enough to try it, so.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah!
That's true. That was the key right there.
The difference between one success and none is getting trampled by the wagon.
Because the rest of us were like, "Oh hell no, I wouldn't do that."
But then again, Katie knows how to ride.
Right?
Dun 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 dun.
I just naturally fake it really well with 4 green dice for writing.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
All right,
Do
see
we
you later.
get XP?
Yeah.
10,
Yep.
10.
10 XP.
Sorry.
10 more. Okay.
And we
Update
now
that
have
before I.
we now have a nemesis off in the wind. As
Yeah.
this demonically
Okay, but
possessed
sorry about
desperado is totally
So
like
hopefully
that dirty
That
bastard.
didn't quite work the way I thought it was going to.
hopefully it lasts
No,
longer
it works
than
great.
a couple minutes before he shows back, but you know.
Well, this would totally be a plot thing of in the distance.
Well, that's why I figure, yeah, somewhere down the
Maybe
road, his
someone-
soul's gonna be in some other person, possess somebody's body or something.
Stop giving him ideas.
As Brian looks down and sees the Bible and its chain sitting right where it was, it didn't go with him.
Yeah, but I'll
Dun,
I'll take his soul in a mortal's body. I mean, that's not so bad.
Okay, we're not out of turn order, are we?
Nope.
He'll
Nope.
be in
Not
your turn
yet.
order.
I'm gonna log, guys. So
Later.
good night.
We're gonna
See
call
ya.
it a night.
Thanks.
All right, later, guys.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Later.
See you guys Friday.
Yep. Bye.
Have a good night.